Everybody, this is a light language transmission that's based on a request from a YouTube viewer regarding the twin flame runner chaser dynamic, highlighting that there is not so much out there for the chaser. And I have decided actually to run a series on runner chaser, bearing in mind the chaser part of that dynamic. It's a very important part of the twin flame journey. It's one that's extremely challenging, but it's one that ultimately brings us through the ascension process. This painting came through at the same time as that request. And this is really a multi-dimensional view. It was an intuitive painting. It started off with some fluid art on a love heart. And the I intuitively read the pattern. So I go into a healing space, a channeling space. I select colours and paints from that place. I allow it to organically find its way across the canvas. I read it, I do light language on it, and then I develop the background from what I see. So this one, I could very clearly see the earth, so I've brought that out of the background by emphasizing it with some contrast and light. Then I also noticed that it had another etheric aura around it. And it started to be evident to me that this was a multi-dimensional view of the earth. I could then see this golden angel embracing and healing the earth, arms around the earth, partly stepped into the earth. There's the other hand there. I could see there was a love heart in their hand, their wings here. I started to also notice, I then saw all the colleagues represented in love heart wings, golden love heart wings, arriving for this event, and the event is the ascension. I see this ascension as being over a long period of time, like decades. And this is more the viewer coming in. I noticed from the background all of these love heart portals, so I've also emphasized those. I could see all these love heart portals in the background, so they're all multi-dimensional realities, with viewers arriving via the love heart portal. There's also quite a lot of orbs, and then I also recognize that we, the viewer, are viewing through our own love heart portal. So we're arriving almost like television screens from other dimensions, remote viewing this ascension from our higher selves. So and we are with our colleague. I think this could even be our twin flame traveling with us to this event. So what this is about is just infinite love, multi-dimensional universal love and angelic support coming for the ascension of the earth, to assist the ascension of the earth. So we will bring those codes in. It's full of light codes, and it has various amounts of light work done on it, light codes done on it as it goes. Plus it's channeled in the first place, where it already holds frequency and healing space. And then it has amethyst water sprayed on it and things like that. So if you are grounded and open your heart and receive those codes, you should be able to feel some transformation within yourself, some elevation and alignment to that purpose of ascension. So we're going to bring that in at the end. I don't believe there's any coincidence that was happening whilst this spread has been on the table for a week or more. I've been ill the last couple of weeks and haven't been able to do any transmissions, but I feel that's also because I was integrating such a lot of light codes myself. They need to be integrated before I can deliver them through these videos. So the cards that came out, this is the first one in the series of Runner Chaser healings. And so this is the chaser. We're not dividing this into divine masculine, divine feminine, and unity. We're basing it into chaser on this side, runner on this side. And then we've got the discussion that comes from this being revealed. What action we need to take now to clear this aspect of the dynamic, because it's multi-layered. So this is just the first layer we're working on. So these 4 cards are our action cards. These are the energies we're going to bring in, along with this as an overarching healing energy that helps the unity ascend and, transmute these resistances to come into higher love templates, sacred union templates. So let's start with the chaser. The universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what these reasons are. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. This is what motivates the chaser to hang on in there and keep reaching out. Keep reaching out when they feel to. The thing is that reaching out can be coming from multiple levels within your being, and that's also what that painting is showing. There's multiple levels of us, and all those levels are connected to our twin. So at an wounded humanic level, where we're working through familial stuff, past life stuff, cultural stuff, there's can be like a need that's there to connect, to enable you to work through your own stuff, based on what you think human relationships are about. But what this spread is addressing is the fact that at a soul level, the universe has brought us together, and I'm aware of that. I can feel that. I'm embodying that. I'm accessing that knowing. So I understand the importance of this connection, not just for my own growth, but for the ascension process, for what we're here to do as souls. And I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. So even beyond that, the beyond the soul contract and the higher vision of ascending humanity to sacred union relationships rather than lower level romantic templates, is that this connection in itself, this soul connection, it's rare. It's rare. This is really something to nurture and honor. It's not just like I throw away this person. I'm looking for a partner that has this, and this, and that person has that. So they're great. It's much more. It's deeper. It's connected. It's rare. And this is why the chaser hangs in there and pushes themselves through that hard work and reaches out to the runner. Now, what the runner's going through is I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk to you. So there's underneath, there's this knowing that this is, that you're connected. They know that. And they want to be connected, but they're not in that space where they're really accessing what they want in their life, or expressing what they want, or following through on what they want, or saying how they feel, or connecting to what they feel. And there's so many reasons that they could be doing that, and one of them is avoidance, and this is why they're called the runner. Sometimes because they haven't worked through that stuff, or that stuff activates deep pain or trauma that they haven't worked through yet, they might be keeping their relationships on a more superficial level, not getting into anything deep, feeling very busy in their life, focusing on the practical and on getting all their ducks in a row, and also using that as avoidance. But it doesn't mean that they're not feeling it, and that they're not feeling the connection. They just don't want to look at it right now, for whatever reasons in their life. So the discussion around this then from the chaser is, you're protecting your own fears and limitations. Sorry, you're projecting, but I'm sure protecting as well, your own fears and limitations onto me. Go within to understand that you are seeing yourself, not me. So although this is the chaser responding to the runner, this is also true for the chaser. You are reflecting to each other what's going on inside yourself. So whatever the other is showing you when you look at them is what you need to look at in yourself, because even if it's something that you would deeply oppose, that's not me at all, that's the opposite of me. It may be something that you have therefore suppressed in yourself because you don't want to be like that. You may suppress it in yourself. So you need to just understand that there may be elements of that in you, and that if they have it, you're connected to it. So you're feeling it and experiencing it at some unconscious level anyway. So working on that within yourself, be that through energy work or meditation or, analysis, however you do that, tapping or Ho'oponopono or whatever it is that helps you clear stuff as it becomes apparent to you. That is, as you shift it in yourself, your twin no longer needs to reflect that to you. So if they are avoiding something, keeping themselves busy, getting into easy situations that don't require too much from them, which appears to be the opposite to you, that's what you need to work within yourself, and that shifts the dynamic. So the runner says, I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. So that's a process the runner's going through. So they're saying here they're busy, they're not really wanting to look at how they really feel and express that and delve into it. There's lots going on in their lives, later on when they've dealt with everything, then they can make contact and look at this, but they're feeling in that busyness like lots of people, kind of pulling on them, let's just say. People pulling on them, telling them how they want them to be. And this, of course, comes down to them not really delving into themselves, working out who they are, feeling what they feel, and standing up for that and expressing it. This is who I am, this is what I want. They're being pushed and pulled around by external circumstances. And this is what they're saying here. When you then become, the chaser then becomes another voice pushing and pulling on them, which makes them just want to step out because they already feel overwhelmed. The thing is, when they get to a point where they do go inside, as the chaser has said, go within to understand, you know, that you're seeing yourself, not me. When they do that and they do find who they are then going to not be pushed and pulled around by everyone else, including the chaser. And remember, this is a mirror reflection of the chaser, so the chaser also needs to go within and not step out of themselves looking for the runner, you know, pulling on the runner. Go inner and do that inner work, do that clearing of whatever it is that the runner is bringing up for you. Work with that. That's their purpose. That's your purpose together. Right, so this is the action required. So these are the action cards, these four. So the chaser, of course, is looking to win. They're on a mission. they're trying to do something. They're aware of this connection. They're trying to make it happen. They're trying to make it real. So success would be coming together and working through those gaps and those blockages, to be working on this together, beginning in this together. So the codes we want to bring in is success, victory, winning, deserving, getting what you deserve, achieving what you're here to do, what your soul contract is. And then this one is new beginnings. So obviously on clearing all those resistances and blockages that are creating this gap, a coming together would bring new beginnings. And with that, there's a desire. So it's mutual. So both parties want to come together. They're not being distracted. They're not working on other things. And in there is fertility and sex and procreation. So I see this as a physical attraction, a chemistry, like a multi-dimensional magnetic attraction at all levels, that includes physical, sexual connection, but also multiplying. I feel like you're multiplying the template on shifting that template and those patterns that are creating separation, and shifting into a unity, sacred union template. You then make that available for others on the planet, and it like procreates that template and allows others that are not twin flame unities to also access those kind of relationships on the planet as part of the ascension. I can feel that dropping in, actually. I can feel that coming a level closer to embodiment rather than being up in the air, floating above. And also the coming together of twin flames is an incredible creative force. It creates new things, new tangible things on the planet, new templates, new light codes. It's very powerful. So the victory of working through this run and chaser dynamic, coming into a unity, is new beginnings and manifestation, creation, multiplication of higher relationship and positive creations at the physical levels as well, and emotional levels. And then the other codes we're bringing in is divine timing, and also just trusting the divine timing, trusting that for the chaser, trusting that the runner is not available at this level, at the human tangible level right now for a reason, and that's because you're working through things together. So really trusting that perfect timing, that it's an energetic connection, it's a magnetic connection. So when it's right on those levels, when you align on those levels, when conditions are right at those higher levels, because you've done your work and you're doing that in synchronicity, you pulled back together again. And so it's trusting that pulling together and pulling apart, and that it's unstoppable. You know, it is at a higher level. It's not something you can control from your mind. All you can do is work on yourself, work with the energies, work through what comes up. And this is something that stands the test of time. It's not connected to past, present, or future. It is all of them. It is multidimensional. It's infinite. It's beyond this life and these identities of who you are as physical beings. It's beyond that. It's bigger than you. All you're doing is connecting to it, sensing that, moving with the flow, moving with the cycles, understanding it's part of a bigger process. And so we're at a point at the moment where Pluto is like, especially these these Scorpio transits we've just been through, is that Pluto is clearing out at the moment, total transformation, clearing out everything that's no longer needed, rebirthing. I'm going to put that down just so that I can hold my phone. Rebirthing, surrendering everything, clearing and purging everything that is not, the higher level that you're moving towards as you work through all of this, and you clear it away. Judgment is where you reconcile your life so far, and you let it all go. You move to the next step, which is heaven. And so this is really working through the twin flame dynamics, the run and chaser dynamics. You're giving up identities that you may have been attached to, which is like a death, but this leads to total renewal, victory, creations at a higher level, dropping into divine timing much more tangibly in your life, and releasing the old, stepping up, graduating. All right, so let's do some light language and bringing in the multidimensional love portal. Akatatita kakata totoko, atatatita kakata takakotoko totoko. Akatatita kataka taka koko tokoko, akatatita kakatoko. Akatatita kataka taka toko toko. Really feeling it through the diaphragm, the throat, and the solar plexus. So this is really about clearing those resistances, those blockages, those fears, and stepping into your truth, expressing your truth, knowing what your truth is. And now the crown and third eye are opening. I can feel the sacrum in the spine activating. Akatatita kakato tokoto. Akatatita kaka. Akatatita katakata. Akatatita katakako. Akatatita katataka toko. Akatatita kakatako toko. Seeing these love hearts here are all really activating. Akatatatitaka toko 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 kotatatitaka taka. Akatatatitaka toko 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 akatataka. The neck strengthening, which is the neck I see as where you would nod your head or shake your head to say yes or no. That strengthening, aligning to inner truth. Akatatatitaka toko 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 toko. Akatatatitaka toko 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 akatatataka. Feeling a huge big in-breath in as aligning to that truth of what you really want, rather than maybe running in fear or chasing in fear of that person getting away and not trusting the process. Like releasing that enables you to breathe life in from the divine, from your higher aspects of your multidimensional self. Breathing in that wisdom, breathing in that trust, breathing in that higher perspective and that knowing. Letting it embody, letting those codes embody. I'm feeling that embody through the spine, the lower back that holds you upright. Akatatatitakatatoko. Akatatatitakatatitakatatoko. Akatatatatatatitakatatako. Wow, really breathing in and breathing into that solar plexus. Akatatatatitakatata. Akatatatita. And breathing out. And so as we're breathing out, I'm feeling this beautiful, calm, knowing, trust, peace. And the third eye activates, and that knowing, that peace is connected to the third eye, which sees that everything is fine. It's connected to that divine timing, the understanding of the cycles, the pushing, the coming together and the pulling away magnetically whilst you transition through the issues that need healing, that come up every time you come together, that push you apart, while you work on those and then come back together again. So I'm feeling that dropping into the thighs now, the knees, the pelvis feels really solid. We're breathing out as those codes come in. Those codes coming through the crown, we're breathing out what is no longer required, what's superseded by those higher light code. Yeah, lots of breathing out, just gently breathing it out. The old is leaving, the density is leaving, you're becoming lighter. Seeing through the eyes of love, seeing through the eyes of your higher knowing, higher wisdom, seeing from the perspective of the unity, that you're already a unity. Always have been, always will be. So I feel like pointing out to you now that these, in this etheric, like earth aura, fifth dimensional earth, we can see all these bubbles. These are incoming souls, light workers, that as the earth ascends, the vibration is high enough for them to incarnate. All lined up, ready to incarnate as the earth ascends. And the twin flames are assisting in that process by working through these conditions within them so that the unity can be unconditional. Yep, further dropping in through the spine, anchoring through the base of the spine down into the new earth grids, the 5D earth grids. Yeah, I feel like a mask coming off the face. Okay, dropping in, I can feel the hands activated. Digestive system cleared and activated. The root, diaphragm. Okay, the body shifts to the upright position. Strong, held strong in its power, knowing it's connected to the twin flame, but eyes are on the horizon, not focused on the other, and not ignoring the other to focus on the practical. Big release through the solar plexus. Those paintings in the background are the divine masculine and divine feminine paintings. They're not quite finished yet, but if they feel like the codes are coming in from those as well. Those codes are coming into this painting. Alright, there's an expansion now through the energy field. Real integration into the body of those light codes. Just a lovely sense of peace, unity, embodied. Yeah. Okay, that's it. So you may need some downtime for those light codes to integrate. Drink a lot of water to help them integrate and to help the old move out. If those fears or feelings of needing to chase or to run or any sense of, being out of control and not being in divine timing come up, that's just part of the process of them releasing out of your system. Just let them go with love. Blessings, everybody. This will be a series, so I'll create a playlist, and as they come through, I'll add them to the playlist. Take care. Blessings, everyone.